Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you another awesome Mego! This time it is
Spock from Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Wow, it's our buddy Spock.
Yes.
With the ears. Just in time for the season.
That's right.
So he's got a really cool blue shirt on.
Yeah.
There's like it's a little bit different blue than I'm used to seeing. Because this isn't the original Spock, right? From the way back?
Well, I mean, it's the same...
Same character, obviously.
It's kind of a different take because it's Spock, but it's actually... this is a new show, but it actually takes place before...
Oh, like a prequel?
All of that. Yeah, this is... Because obviously you can kind of tell he's a little younger.
Uh-huh.
So this Spock actually is with Captain Pike, so it's before Kirk takes over on the Enterprise.
All right, so we want to say a great big thank you to
Mego and Absolutely Retro
for sending him to us for free to share with you today. So this is ages 17 plus, just because it is a collectible, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have 26 points of articulation.
Yes.
It does have 26 points of articulation.
And I mean, these are, I grew up with Mego, so it's the same. Obviously, it's updated articulation and everything, but it's the same durable figures that I had growing up. So they're definitely very playable.
Yes, that's true. So let's take a look at the back. So there we have the actual picture of the character Spock from Strange New Worlds, and he is an official Mego. So let's go ahead and get him out of this package, and we'll give you a closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, so there's
Spock from Strange New Worlds.
Out of his package.
Yes.
And he's holding his...
communicator.
Communicator. He's trying to communicate something to us. So as you can tell, he can actually hold it. And he has a little slot right here for it to go into. We've done quite a bit of the Star Trek Megos. And they all come with one of those, so they can all communicate.
Yes.
I'm a little afraid as they're on the shelf that they might be communicating with each other. And he also has this.
His phaser.
And it is strapped in by that little,
it's like a rubber band.
Yeah, like silicone strap. But you could take that off if you want to be able to remove it. You could. We're gonna keep it there so that we don't lose it and it stays nice and tight in place. But he could also hold that in his hand as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at his facial sculpt.
It's a really good facial sculpt. If you recall from the back of the package, I mean, it looks just like the actor.
It really does. And he's got the nice pointed sideburns and the pointed ears. The eyebrows and the bowl kind of cut up front. Now, this, let's see, this is like a hard...
Yeah, I'm liking that the newer ones, the insignia is like a plastic applique and not
right. Some
like
before were like iron-on or sticker type things, and this is like a 3D thing that's been applied to his actual fabric shirt. So even in the fabric, you see right here, it's like blue, but then you have this really cool pattern right here, going from here, almost like a net type of look to it, and then the stripes around the sleeve. So a little kind of updated version. He also has like black right here, and then this cuts down into a V. It's very well made. Looks really nicely sewn. And then you have the Velcro on the back as well that the Megos usually have there, so that you can remove it.
Yeah, that's one thing that's always kind of set Megos apart from a lot of action figures is the cloth uniforms or costumes or whatever you want to call it. And they always do such a great job at recreating the look of the characters in the cloth costumes.
Yes, they do. And then he has his black pants, his really tall black boots, and see if I showed everything from the back there. And now I'll let John show off his articulation.
Alright, so like we said before, this is the new updated body, so it's going to have 26 points of articulation. The previous body style had 14, so it's going to have articulation at the neck, at the shoulders, and they will extend as well as rotating. And if you You can tell it's the bandless body because you don't hear the clicking that you would get in the previous one. He has articulation at the elbow, and it will rotate as well as extending, and then also the dual wrist, so it will twist and bend. He has a point at the waist, and it will allow him to twist, and as well as going back and forth and kind of side to side. He has articulation at the hips, and it will go forward and back as well as side to side. He has articulation at the knees, and they will also rotate as well as extending. The only difference with the Trek Megos as opposed to most Megos is they do not have the ankle articulation due to the classic Star Trek boot that they had back in the 70s and 80s that they have recreated for these updated Megos. So very cool and awesome to add Spock from Strange New Worlds to our Mego collection.
Alright, so there's one last look at
Spock from Strange New Worlds.
And we want to say another great big thank you to
Mego and Absolutely Retro
for sending him to us for free to share with you today.
And in just a second, you'll see two graphics. One will be where you can find Mego out and about in retail if you're looking for them. And the other is how you can connect with Mego online so you can see all of their awesome action figures.
So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.